Good day, how are you? This is your boy Uncle Jose. I am just doing the other half of Brother Tehuti Afar's video, talking about terms that prove science in ancient Kemet through the meta-dimension. So I'm not going to be all in your face. I am going to mute out and share my screen and let the video play to the very end this time.
Guidance in reference to time or tools for guidance when it references land navigation. The stars become teachers. This is why Seba also uses the star. Seba, or teacher, also uses the star. It's funny how in African meta-nature and African concepts in general, two words equal one concept. Two words or more is required to translate meta-nature or any other African language or term for that matter. So in Seba, you have professor and priest merged into one. You have professor and priest merged into one to mean Seba. Seba does not just mean priest. It means professor. It means intellectual and spiritual guide, a professor, a mentor. It's important to remember these things when people say, oh, Africans didn't know what science was before colonialism. There is no such thing as African science. How is there no such thing as African science when you have a Seba, when you have Sia, when you have Tep when you have Shishat, when you have Sish, or Sesh, I should say. Sesh and Seshat are two, one being feminine and one being masculine, are scholars. When you look up Sesh, right, it'll translate to scribe. But even if we did want to dumb down Sesh to scribe, that would still be scholarly because record keeping is a part of science. The divination of the baboon and the ibis in Tehuti is verification of practicality of science in Kemet. There's more than one or two ways to verify the practicality of science through Kemet. You can definitely verify the practicality of science in Kemet literally as well. Literally through Saya or Sia. Literally through Seba. Literally through Tep Hiseb. Literally through Sesh and Seshat. And as it's already been explained before, if you don't like to read, the pyramids, the fact that monuments are aligned to celestial bodies is more than enough verification for you to know that science was a routine practice in Kemet. We're gonna let the drums play. I'm gonna bring up some more visual observation and some more resources so we can learn about these terminologies that verify science. For now, let's let the djembe drums play, and I will return. All right, here we go. This is another version of SIBA. As you can see, it's given the definition. It means to teach. So whether the teaching is spiritual or scientific, SIBA is encompassing of both. All right, and you see the word SIBA again present in the term that is used to encompass a body of instructions. This was used to categorize the maxims of Ptah and other wisdom teachings. Ma'at is also meta nature terminology that verifies the practical use of science in Kemet. And yes, I'm saying this because Ma'at is commonly known, universally known at this point, to be associated with mathematics. And I know despite that, people are saying that, well, math isn't science. The problem is that when you look up and you do research on whether math is a science and why it is in such close proximity to science, you find out that mathematics is the language of science. So when it comes to verifying the practice of science, if we know that a civilization was using an art called mathematics, then we still categorize that as verification that the people who are using math were scientific. Case closed. This is true whether you believe science is a math or not. Whether you agree that math is a science or not, the fact of the matter is that people who were using science and that were practicing science used math. The same authorities that tell you that math is not a science will double back and tell you that mathematics is the language of science. So Ma'at will go in the same list of references to verify that Kemetic people were scientific. So in addition to Sia, Seba, Tep Heseb, Ma'at will go up there. Seshat is another one. Sesh. So far, we got 5 metanetra terms that verify science. Here's Ma'at again. Here's Saya or Sia. Then we have Seba. Haseb was a very important one. And like I said, I recommend getting, if you haven't already got it, Kaba Kamine's book. It talks about Haseb. Again, Haseb means the correct method. And because we find it in the Rhine Papyri or the Rhine Papyrus, we know that the correct method is pertaining specifically to science.
Yes, people. Yes. It's your boy, brother Jose, out here trying to spread the word of the young brother. I did make a mistake. I did not put his link in the chat. But I'll be back on later, so I'll put it on later. Go and find the brother, subscribe to the brother's platform, support the young brother, because he's making an effort to do something. So go and support him, man.
As we can see here, Seshat has the Seba star on top of her head. So I did drop a link in the chat. So if you are able and willing to come up, you can. Meanwhile, as the link's in the chat, I'm going to allow some people to come in and view it. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Let everybody know I'm going live. Hey, Jose, turn your camera off, man.
It's on. I don't know why you're not seeing it. It's on.
Nah, off.
No, well, I'm seeing it on the screen. I don't know what's going on in the back channel. They can see me on screen.
Right, but turn it off though.
Oh. I thought you said turn it on, you know.
Yeah, no. Turn it off.
Listen.
Hey, what? So, hey, how long have you been watching?
I just came on, so I missed about a half an hour of the presentation. What I'm going to do, to promote the platform, I'm gonna replay it later and just let it play out
All right.
and let them subscribe to
Hey,
the
you
platform.
you got anything you want to add about the three terms you see on the screen?
Only to let people know that the term saber could literally mean star as well.
Right,
And it's
definitely.
found in Duat, it's found in Saber, it's found in Sebaik, as well. It's also found in Dor as well. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm wrong, correct me there, because you seem to know more.
Correct.
Right. So
Yeah. Hey. Yep. Right. And you see how they all connect though, so you can get the concept of teacher in there because the stars guide you, and then the door gets you through another opportunity. It's like it's the way our ancestors put this language together.
yeah,
It's just
Sia,
too easy.
yeah, Sia means
Go ahead.
an extremely wise or learned person.
Right. Definitely. You familiar with the term Obenfo, right?
I can't say so. I'm self-taught. You seem to have taken courses, so maybe you can explain it better to me.
So Obenfo is chief for the learned one.
All right. So, but you're on the right track, man. Don't let them discourage you.
No doubt.
You're doing the right thing. But also, that term is also found in Ptahhotep, Sebaik as well.
Right. The
When he's talking
maxims
about
of. Are you
wisdom.
talking about the maxims of Ptahhotep?
Yes, where he talks about teaching his son.
Yeah.
Where he talks about making the ignorant to know. He uses that term.
Definitely. Definitely.
And we know that it has to do with the head of something because of the head on, because of the face on top of it.
Right. Right.
You know, he's talking about being ahead of something, being on top of something. That's you.
Right.
Right. So you're on the right track.
Are you familiar with Sia or Sa?
Yeah, it means like a really learned person.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, you said that earlier.
I don't know if it's coincidence, but it looks a lot like the Kemglen. I don't know if that's a coincidence or not.
Yeah, you notice how the when you go to the man part of the symbol, he's holding his chin
Yes.
as if he's thinking, pondering about things.
Sounds familiar, right?
Yeah.
It looks like we've been robbed.
Right. Definitely.
And I don't even want to be disrespectful because the Greeks did give credit in this, so I don't want to say they just took some and didn't say where it came from.
Right.
When did
I think the problem is the documentation that gives us praise is being hidden because remember they don't go over this in school. We got to go back and find out that they had documentation that gave us all types of praise.
But this is the school right here.
Right. Yeah.
And you are indeed the saber. Correct?
Correct.
Right. So this is what you have to continue to do. Do not let people discourage you. Do what you need to do and keep moving forward. Because you're young. I got into this recently. So since you're young, I'm assuming you're probably in your 20s, right?
Nah, I'm I think we're the same age. How old did you say you were?
48.
Okay, yeah, we're around that same age, man.
Well, it seems like you've been studying this longer than me. So
when did you start?
Maybe about a year and a half, 2 years ago, really.
Okay.
To get to the language, but I'm a self-taught guy. You did the right thing and took courses and seats.
Are you following anybody right now?
In terms of what?
Are you taking any courses? Are you following behind a teacher?
Because I'm not.
Yeah, you don't have to.
I'm not in the States, so I don't have access to those things in that way. So I'm sort of. I read 2 grammar books, and I basically learned how to read all of the sort of Pharaonic spelling, pretty much typical spelling. I could recognize them.
Okay. Are you familiar with Mfundiji and
Yes.
What else? Abibi Toomey is a great one too as well.
I heard the name, but I've never seen his work, and I'm not familiar with the face. But the name sounds very familiar. I read Alt Miraj's grammar book, and I read gosh, I forget the other one. I forget his name. Yes, he's very controversial in the community.
Malana Karinga.
No. What's it? Muata Ashby.
Okay.
I A lot of the
I don't know
elders,
why. Why is he so controversial? What's the problem with him?
because I think a lot of his teaching, the elders don't necessarily agree with his interpretation of the verse.
Okay, because he's got a lot of good books. He's got a lot of him and his wife actually have a lot of good scholarship.
See, but he's more on the spiritual side, and I think that's where he runs into trouble sometimes.
Yeah, a lot of us in the conscious sector, we have a problem with linking history and spirituality together.
But I've seen some of his works, and I think to me some of it doesn't. To me, some of it is his interpretation. To me,
Okay.
and I'm okay with that because he's obviously been doing it a long time. But he's definitely more on the spiritual side as opposed to. I think I could be wrong. He seems to be more on the spiritual side, which you run into problems with a lot of the elders like Baba Bonachi, who wouldn't necessarily agree with him, but that's not my place to do that. I understand where he's coming from. And he's the one that taught me how to read those more monumental stems, the more pharaonic stems. He has a whole book on that. And it's difficult to read. So, but if you could take a course, because I'm the king of no-nos. I did everything they tell you not to do in learning methodology. And somehow I managed to learn something.
Yeah, right. I mean, I really don't go by guidelines like that. When people say don't do this, don't do that. The only thing is to learn, because you gotta remember that you have the burden of piecing your history together. So you have to take some things. You can't just have a strict path on the goal and on the end goal.
And your own interpretation is okay, because I think the language definitely allows for that to occur.
Right. The reason because is you have a lot of English words that have to come into play when you interpret and translate in African words. So yeah, it is, a lot of it has to be up into interpretation, but within reason.
Yeah, but a lot of these terms don't really match up to English, especially when you get into terms of the spirit and the soul. Some of them just really don't translate into English. There's no concept of some of these things in the English language. They don't exist. So they're just throwing. Sometimes they're just throwing words, and the scholars tend to take a lot of. They put a lot of sauce on their translation, especially the TLA. So I was advised when I'm dealing with the TLA, go into J session, actually you can do it to myself, which is what I did. I have a 14 slide presentation on that.
Who did you whose platform did you do that presentation on?
I did it on the English platform initially, but I didn't like the way it looked. So I threw that one away, and I did a 14-page one with an abstract and a couple of quotes.
Okay, but you didn't present it on a. Oh, you didn't do it on the platform yet?
No, I did, but I didn't have my tablet at the time, so it didn't turn out as well as I would have. Now I have access to a laptop, so I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna present it on my platform, because I have two, and then I'm gonna go back and make the rounds on other platforms that will allow me to do the presentation. It's on Chem and Chem.
What date you are doing this on?
I don't know. I'm still working on it now. So once I drop it on my platform, I'll let you know. And then to make it easy for me, I could just go on it and sort of promote my platform and do the presentation at the same time.
Gotcha.
Pretty much done. I'm just translating it from Google Slides onto a PowerPoint presentation, so I can make it look a little more presentable.
Got you.
Done.
All right, man.
Just translate it over. So
nice.
When I get it done, we'll link up and we'll definitely do something. We'll see what the reaction is.
I got you.
If we can get a little controversy going, I can put it on my platform. Because I have one fight over Canada. I'm trying to get a little controversy going on that one. So I'll put it out to see if anybody wants to have a first occurrence. I believe is in the eloquent peasant as a sometimes win debates when it really should not.
Yeah.
It should be based on your text. I see. Well, let me come on and present the text, and then you can judge from the text. That's pretty much it for that. Just doing the close out after you have the conversation. Hopefully, I'm sounding much louder. I don't know why I was sounding so low. But that's the end of that. I'm going to come back and do the other video before that. So you folks have a blessed and wonderful Good Friday.